Dharma thinks the city has too much smog, so she moves to a farm far, far away from the toxic city air. What a great place. The air's so fresh. Holy cow, something stinks. P.U. That heifer is burping to beat the band. Dharma learns that the farm animals, such as the belching babe, are responsible for 30% of methane emissions. Dharma counts the number of burps per hour for each of the animals living on her farm. And to keep track of the noxious belches, she creates a frequency table. In the first column, she lists the animals, and in the second column, she writes a tally mark for each burp. Since Dharma also burped twice just while making the table, she decides to include herself.
Oops.
The last column in the chart is the frequency, which represents the total number of burps per hour for each animal. Some frequency tables omit tally marks, but since Dharma uses the chart to track the burps, the tally marks are helpful to ensure an accurate count. It's important to title the chart and include headings for each column. This table makes it easy to see that the cow has the greatest number of burps in an hour and therefore emits the most methane gas. Frequency tables are often used to create bar graphs or dot plots. A bar graph is a graph that shows the distribution of data using bars to indicate frequency. This bar graph represents the same data as the frequency tables, just in another format. Dot plots also represent the same type of data, but the results are not as easy to interpret because each dot could represent multiple burps, so a partial dot is sometimes used. When deciding which chart, table, or graph to display, select the one that best conveys the data you wish to represent. The cow is clearly the burping champion, and Dharma is not amused at all. Her cud-chewing cow is an ecological disaster, but what can she do? Eureka! Let's see what solution Dharma came up with. This gives new meaning to running on fumes.